Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for today's date, which is Monday, March 2nd, going all the way until Sunday, March 8th. So this is going to be for connections that are in some sort of a separation or experiencing a challenge. And so as usual, take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. I'm going to shuffle each deck on camera, so I'll let you guys know what I'm using as I shuffle, and everything will be for purchase down below. So I'm actually going to be introducing a brand new deck that I created. So this one is called the Arrows of Love Oracle. So I will put in the description box down below a link to the video where I walk through this entire deck. So if you guys are interested, you could check that out. It is available for purchase in my Etsy shop right now. But if you're international, email me and I'll send you a special link to order it. It may not be available right away for international people. It might take a couple of days just because for some reason it's a process. So, and I'm also going to be introducing a beautiful organite that my friend Michelle from Wing and Bell created specifically for this deck. It is called Cupid's Rose. And so I thought it was so fitting because obviously on the back of my deck we have a Cupid. And so it was the perfect complementary piece for this. Okay, so it has all kinds of goodies in it, so I don't want to miss out on telling you guys what is inside, but I will put a link to her Etsy shop to where you guys can see it. But this is what is in this particular piece. So let me just hold it up so you guys can see it. I mean, it's seriously, it's got a freaking real rose in there, you guys. It's so beautiful. I am so impressed with this piece. I love all of her work, but I mean, this one for me is just, I love it. So this pyramid has a Herkimer diamond, I don't know if I'm saying that correct, in the tip. So in the very, very tip, you probably can't see it because of the lighting in here. But if you go to her site, you're going to see this in this sunlight, and you can really see all the different things in here. So in the tip, it does have that. This is a real rose. And the rose, it's kind of like a reddish kind of like pink. So it's very beautiful. It also has the black tourmaline down here, and garnet and iron shillings and steel. Whew. It's a beauty, baby. So anyways, I will put that down below, but we're going to be tapping into that energy here today. So I'm going to put it on the side. So right here, and you're going to be seeing like me moving around. I don't really care for that. Now you're just going to see the tripod, unfortunately. So I'm going to put it right over here and just kind of get a little bit better angle, because it's so glossy, it's going to pick up on the reflection. Okay, anyways, you guys were able to see the beauty of it. So let's get into this. So the very first thing that we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to this is either going to resonate with you or it won't. So I didn't feel guided to do group 1 or 2 this week. Sorry if you guys are bummed out about that, but let's just start. So let's see what your person, so whoever you're watching this video for, could be male, female, feminine, masculine, doesn't matter. We are going to be referring to your person as a them or they. So this right here, this deck is from Anthea Spark. Reclaim Your Power Oracle cards. And we're going to combine them with the Tarot Sutra. Let's break your person down into 4 categories. What is going on with your person right now? What's going on with them in their mental space? Where are they at? Where's their head at? We have the Hanged Man. Hanged Man perspectives. Let's get a clarifier on this, see what's going on. 2 of Swords. Wow, that could not have been a more perfect combination. Okay, so this is the deal. Your person is very much in their head, very much hanging out. The Hanged Man in traditional tarot shows a person who is hanging upside down. So literally all of the blood is going to their head, so they have an opportunity perhaps to really think about something. The keyword meaning perspectives. The 2 of Swords indicates someone who is stuck in their head. They might be at a stalemate. They might feel like they cannot move forward with something. They're really heavily perplexed and confused. So the Hanged Man also indicates delay. So if you've had delays with this person, you're having no communication with this person, which is both things that I do focus on in this reading, separation/challenge. So this is telling me here that your person is definitely maybe really thinking about things heavily or trying to figure things out. So what's going on in their emotions, their heart space, their emotions? Okay, so we have the Queen of Gaia, opportunity, boldness, combined with the Emperor. I do feel like this person that you are focused on right now is somebody who is really trying to take back control in their life. They're trying to take control of their heart. We do have the Queen of Gaia, so I have a masculine and a feminine energy here. So this is definitely telling me that they might see some sort of an opportunity with you, but it is going to take their energy to be very bold and very masculine and to take control of something, to make something happen with you. They're going to have to make a bold move towards you. They could be very intimidated by your energy with that Queen of Gaia. So it might be that they are feeling very stuck and very confused. They see you as somebody who's an opportunity, but it is going to take them to step into their power to make something happen. And when I said it was 555 on the screen, which means they're going to have to do something in order to change these circumstances between the two of you. What is going on in the outer world, outer circumstances, environment? We have the ninth mirror, isolation, abandonment. You could have abandoned them. They could have abandoned you. They could be dealing with abandonment issues, all kinds of things. We have the Fool. So the Fool is an energy of somebody that's just kind of like, maybe I just need to start over. Maybe I just need to hit that reset button in life. Maybe I just need to be by myself for a while, isolate myself, be all alone. I feel like your person right now is being influenced, and I don't feel like it's negative. I feel like maybe they're being influenced in order to change for the better, to look at things from a different perspective. Some of the best times that we can really do a lot of change and growth is when we spend that necessary time alone, kind of like the hermit. I feel like your person really needs to maybe go off on a little bit of a journey and to find themselves. That's what I'm seeing here, to isolate themselves, to deal with their issues, really take a good look in the mirror. Do you see? Maybe your person has issues with being attached, doesn't want to need anyone, doesn't want to be attached to anyone, wants to be free. That's the Fool's energy. So they might just be wanting to travel the world and just basically do their own thing in order to find themselves. That's what I see. But your energy, though, is very intimidating to them, and they know that they need to be the Emperor in order to face that Queen. The King needs to face the Queen. And so if they're not doing that, it looks to me like they're just trying to perhaps maybe even reinvent themselves at this time. What's going on a deep soul spiritual level? Got to balance, emotional mastery. Wow. Your person right now, I feel, is really, really trying to master something within themselves. Major changes, major transformation. Look, King of Swords. This King of Swords can be very, very harsh. This King of Swords can be very analytical, very much in their head space. So this could be some energy that they're used to being in that's very protective. Okay, not feeling too deep, not feeling too emotional. They feel that they need to balance this out. Okay, we have God of balance. So they're being asked perhaps by the universe to really, kind of look at things differently, maybe go deeply within themselves to kind of figure out why they are this way. I feel like your person is on a journey to self-improvement. And the same masculine, and I feel like this is a masculine, is coming through as being on a spiritual transformative journey. I see the Hanged Man as a very spiritual card. This is somebody who is really looking to master themselves on some level, because the next card would be Death, which is transformation. So that seems to be where your person is at just in general. So let's take a look at you, the person watching the video. Where is your energy at this time? Mentally. Okay, we have Prince of Ego, self-sabotage. We have the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant to me can speak of a few different things. Definitely it's about spirituality. It's also about tradition. It's also about integrity. It's also about, just trying to do the right thing in life. But we have the Prince of Ego. I almost feel, you guys, like you might be in your headspace, and you may be in that judgmental headspace where you're looking at your person. This is going to resonate for some of you only. You're really looking at your person and you're really judging on where they're at in life and the decisions that they've made. It's very normal to do that, but when we are wasting a lot of time looking at our person and thinking, if they would just do this or they would just do that, we're really focused on all of their faults. What we're really doing is we're actually taking away from our own inner reflection. A lot of times people end up doing that, focusing on everybody else instead of themselves, because then that way they don't have to do the work. And you might not even be cognizant that you're doing that, but that's really what that means. You're very hyper focused on somebody else and all the changes that they need to make. And if they would just change, then everything would be cool. And that's not always the case. Sometimes there's certain things that we're doing that we're not even aware of, and that we need to focus on our own lives and change our own ways. Sometimes just us taking that time to transform the way that we respond to situations that are unpleasant, that is enough to transform energy. But it's very easy to focus on somebody else's faults. So it could be that we're sabotaging things by focusing on the wrong things. That is a message for somebody out there. So that's why the Prince of Ego, we might be in our ego right now, self-sabotaging ourselves, maybe keeping ourselves away from things that, are truly helping us to ascend to the next level of thinking and being. I'm also getting that for some of you guys, you might be in perhaps a lifeless or dead marriage, to where some of you guys are just kind of like, I'm just with this person because of this reason or that reason. It's very conventional. It's very practical reasons. Doesn't mean you don't love them, but it could just be you're just the passion, the romance, and all those things are fleeting anyways. But you know what I mean? Like, you might just be with somebody just for survival at this point. And so this could be sabotaging you on a level to where you're not even aware of it. Maybe remaining shackled to someone is just really taking away from your own peace and happiness. So these are things to consider. But I feel like there's some sort of a spiritual lesson with the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is really telling us to examine our ego, to examine where we're at in our headspace. Something that we're thinking or doing might be sabotaging our spiritual journey. That's what I'm seeing here. Heart space, emotions. What's going on here? We have our time. Our time, walk together. We have the Chariot. Okay, so what I am getting, though, too, is that some of you guys are in that energy where you're no longer willing to restrain yourselves any longer. You're no longer wanting to wait for your person to basically figure it out, come back to you, make some sort of contact. You're just willing to move forward with your life anyways, okay? We have our time. Maybe we'll have our time. Maybe we'll walk together, maybe later on in life. Maybe perhaps in another life. However you resonate with it, take it. This is definitely about not willing to really wait and sit around anymore, to wait for things to happen. Your time may be once you start moving forward. Sometimes people feel like if they sit around and they wait, then they won't miss out on that opportunity. But sometimes sitting around and waiting actually creates some blockages energetically. It stagnates. So the only way to get energy flowing again is to move forward ourselves. And it doesn't mean that you're moving forward and you're forgetting all about your person, or that you're entering into another connection, unless that's what you wanted to do. But you're at least still moving forward. You're still making plans for your own future. I believe those are my decks. So hold on for just a second, you guys. Can't miss that. I'm so sorry, you guys. I would normally not do that, but I have to sign for these this time. And the reason why is because literally I have a shipment of, I think, like 20 different boxes, and I had some come on Friday, and I'm having some trickling throughout the day today. So it's just like I have to answer the door, and I'm like, I have to do readings today, and it just is what it is. Sorry, guys. So I got one box, and I still have I think 18 to go. Okay, let's go. So where I left off is in our heart space, we know that it might be time for us to move forward, to no longer restrain ourselves. Restraining ourselves is only going to take away from our own power to be able to move forward. So that is what we have. So maybe one day you and your person will walk together, but if it's not happening right now, you're no longer willing to stop your life on account of it and not move forward. You want to move forward. You want to feel alive again. You may not want to feel stagnant if that's how you're feeling. So what's going on in the outer circumstances? We have emotional balance. Hey, I love this. This says God of balance and emotional mastery. So you and your person might be kind of sharing some energy here. We have the King of Wands. Wow. Okay. So I feel perhaps if you are a feminine watching this video, because we had a lot of masculine energy come up with the person that you're dealing with, you might be really seeing your person in the outer world as somebody that needs to take that time to emotionally balance themselves. Maybe you also realize that you need to take some time yourself in order to emotionally balance you. And the temperance is about divine timing. So I really feel with some of you guys, this struggle right here, you might be kind of on the tail end of that. You might be starting to realize that staying stuck in that energy isn't going to help you. So you are willing to release so you can carry on and move forward. And this might actually, create a lot of blocked energy to become unblocked as you progress forward with this person that you are, that you have in your heart space. So what's going on a deep soul level? Oh my God, Father healing, heal yourself. Father healing is masculine healing, okay? This could also be, parenting issues, parenting energy. Now we have the Ten of Pentacles, family healing. That's what I'm seeing here with the Ten of Pentacles combination. This could be that your person, that they've got some family trauma, family issues, especially related to their father, could be. Or a masculine person could even be a mother figure that was very dominating, very powerful. But deep down that your person may have some issues that they need to heal, but this is also for you too. That's why it's coming out on a soul level. You might have this understanding that this is what's happening right now, but there could be something that's going on with you, deeply within you. Hierophant is about tradition. Remember, Ten of Pentacles, very similar card to me. Family traditions, upbringing, things like that. Yeah, heal yourself. Heal your connection with your own masculine deeply within yourself, because your masculine within yourself could have a lot of trauma connected to it from the past, or it may have nothing to do with that. This could just be your own inner reflection and knowing that something has to be healed before people can really move forward and be healthy for one another, which is why the temperance's energy is here. So what I'm gathering from this whole card lineup is that the person that's watching this video, you're at a point where you realize that you know what's wrong, you know what has to change, and you know that as you continue to put one foot in front of the other and just keep moving forward, that things are either going to come together or they're not, but at least you know that you're still taking care of yourself and being the healthiest version that you can possibly be in this life, even if somebody else maybe is having a difficult time or just can't do it. Love it. So let's get the energy of the connection. Actually, no, we're not going to do that yet. We're going to go into how your person feels towards you. And this is where we're going to use my deck, the Arrows of Love Oracle. And I wanted to combine them here with this deck because it's so cute. It's called the Bride's Tarot. So let's get this energy. How does your person feel towards you at this time? We can see that they're going through a lot of inner introspection. We can see that clearly. Okay, so how does your person feel towards you at this time? How does your person feel towards you at this time when they think about you in this connection? What does it look like? We have Lover in the Night, temporary. And we have the Four of Coins. Wow. What I'm picking up on, you guys, because if you're having some sort of a challenge or you're in separation with this person, it could be that literally their last memory of your connection and kind of like where it was stuck, because Four of Pentacles is something that they're holding on to. They could be holding on to, the connection that the two of you had. It was very temporary. It's like it wasn't like it didn't last very long, but as temporary as it was, it's still in their mind space, because the Four of Pentacles to me is somebody who has not let go of it. So your person still does think about you. They think about perhaps the connection that you guys shared, or maybe even just the passion that you guys shared. Because Lover in the Night is somebody who maybe there wasn't a lot of commitment, but there was certainly passion shared. So temporary, but a very lasting impression you made. And I'm only saying that because the Four of Pentacles is somebody who hasn't let go. So that's how they see things, okay? That's how they're seeing you at this time. What about their emotions and their heart space? They could be thinking about messaging you literally on social media. Maybe they're looking at your social media. 7 of Cups, wow. They could be fantasizing about you. They could also be very confused, like they're procrastinating with making this choice of messaging you. But I definitely feel like in their heart space, they want to message you. But they might feel like, what's the point? They might be kind of like in a little bit of a fantasy about it, like, wouldn't it be nice? And I just got that song from the Beach Boys, Wouldn't It Be Nice? I don't know, it's just coming through. But yeah, that's the heart space. Wouldn't it be nice? But they might not be able to do it. You know, they might not be able to do it. Because we did get in their energy here where that queen of Gaia, it's like they're really going to need to take some bold moves to actually come towards you, and they may feel like they can't do that right now. So what about the environment? The outer world, physical world. Wow, see, we have Secret Lover. I just had 2 cards fall on the floor. Could be significant, so I'm going to grab them. But there could be that you are in a relationship or they're in a relationship. There's a secret. Could even be that they have a secret love for you. They're secretly looking at your social media. They're secretly kind of lurking around. That could be it. We have higher purpose and on the horizon that wanted to come out as well. So there's something on the horizon here in this connection, something that perhaps is going to happen, and there's a higher purpose for all of this. They might be also connecting the dots and feeling like there's a higher purpose as to why they might still think about you or feel your energy. But Secret Lover, And we have the Chariot. But we have Just Married, the Chariot. So that card wanted to come up reversed. This deck is pretty much all upright, so I'm going to keep it reversed. I just got to be honest with you what I'm getting, you guys. Somebody is not moving forward with this connection because someone is taken. Now, that's not going to be everyone's story, but it could be that they're not available or you're not available. And so this is something that physically stops them in the world from making either a reappearance in your life or messaging you. But they want to, but there could be someone in the way. Or it could just be that their love for you is a secret and they're just still feeling like they can't move towards you. They still feel like you guys can't come together for whatever reason. So take it as it resonates. What is their soul energy, their energy connected to you? We have Spring. Wow. So Spring, we're getting an actual, like on the horizon, Spring. Spring is on the horizon. Wow, we have the 3 of Swords, you guys. The 3 of Swords. So their soul energy, they've got some pain connected to you. There's a higher purpose for this pain. Everything that happened. Could be that they're coming to explain something to you, to let you know that they are really sad for hurting you or something like that. But 3 of Knives, man, that's like feeling heartbreak, sadness, feeling pain in your heart space. So I feel like this person's energy towards you right now is somebody who's kind of thinking about and fantasizing about how they would come towards you and what they would say and how they may want to change things or even apologize to you to gain some sort of closure or something, because it's been very painful for them. And the 4 of Pentacles to me is somebody who's still holding on to this connection, or they're still holding on to the pain or the memories that are associated with this connection. That is what I see today for this person. So why don't we see what their energy is like towards you? I'm sorry, no, what your energy is like towards them. I apologize. Okay, so when you think about this person, what does this energy look like? We have Enamored, Love Potion. Well, yeah. Yeah. But the Father of Swords is that King of Swords. This guy that came through earlier, okay? King of Swords. King of Swords, somebody who's supposed to become the King of Cups, God of balance, emotional mastery, okay? So this King of Swords is somebody who you may see them as, somebody that you know them to be. But they could be on a spiritual journey of transformation to transform into that King of Cups. And this kind of connection, though, you're still maybe thinking about this person in terms of who maybe they still are, who they're still struggling to kind of get out of that energy, or just who you remember them. But this is definitely somebody who's on your mind for sure. And this could be somebody who definitely had that knife and put it in your heart space and made you really sad at some point. So you're thinking about that, or you think about that when you think of this person. Yeah, so we have the energy, though, of enamored and Casanova swept off your feet. I mean, in your heart space, this person, nobody does it like you. I mean, nobody does it for you like this person, okay? There's no one like them. Now we have the Groom of Coins. This is the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, you guys are definitely invested in this person. You're invested in what you want. Like this person is very special to you and you're not really willing to go in another direction with anybody else for some. And you're willing to kind of stick it out. But I did see in your energy that you're wanting to move forward at least with your own life. And if they catch up, great. But you might not be really interested in anybody else. And that's okay as long as you're happy. So that's what I see here. What about the outer world? Violets are blue, loyalty. Exactly what I just said. The Priest, Hierophant, okay? Well, I'm getting a couple of different messages here. Some of you guys, you're very much like, this is my spiritual person. This is my partner. This is my connection. That's the Hierophant's energy. It's very spiritual tie, spiritual connection. I'm loyal to it. This is what I want. This is my path. I'm fine with it. I don't need to be with another person romantically. And again, if you guys are happy in that energy, then that's fantastic. But for others, there seems to be another relationship that's coming up. You know, people are loyal to their connection. They're loyal to the partner that they have chosen to, you know, either marry or be with, have children with, have families with, build businesses with, things like that. And so maybe somebody is on your heart and on your mind, but it looks like in your physical world, it could be that you are very committed elsewhere. And spiritually, soul energy. Yes, see, party of one. So that's not the case for everybody. I'm getting two different energies here. Party of one. I'm perfectly fine to just be by myself. Yep, 9 of Coins. Oh my God. If there's any card in tarot that's single, it's this one, the 9 of Pentacles. Whoa. So yeah, you guys, this is only for a few of you. This is not for everybody. I feel like for the majority of you, you're totally fine to just chill and do your own thing because you're really dedicated to your spiritual journey or your spiritual connection with this person. Nothing wrong with that as long as you are happy and you are living your best life. So you guys, that was my Arrows of Love Oracle. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing that. This is available, like I said, down below. So let's get into the next messages, which is going to be about our actual journey, okay? What is going on in the connection? What's going on with the ascension process of this connection? Where are the lessons currently? So we're going to use my Twin Flame Journey Oracle. Okay, you guys are going to notice that there is, I've changed the words, Twin Flame Journey Oracle. I have my reasons. There's too many decks out there with the same names now, and so I'm claiming that, trademarking that as my own. So the Twin Flame Journey Oracle and the Twin Flame Journey Tarot that I created. Okay, what's going on in the journey? What is going on with this connection currently? Where are the lessons? What is the energy? We have purge. So people are purging something. Ace of Pentacles. Purging emotions, purging issues, purging trauma, healing in order to make way for something new. This is a wise investment, though, in your spiritual, not only journey, but it's about yourself, your own healing. This connection may help you to purge things that maybe you wouldn't have done on your own. It's a wise investment. It's a wise investment with this lesson, with what you're going through at this particular time. But people are definitely learning very valuable lessons so that way they can be better and they can offer something more valuable in the future. So this is necessary. We have surrender, exactly. Surrendering what no longer serves so we can activate and start fresh and start new. This is exactly what your person, this is exactly what your person had. They had the Fool's energy. so they can activate, so they can really, have like that true spiritual awakening on a spiritual quest to surrender all the things that no longer serve, all the things that are holding them back. And this goes for you as well. We have deception. Anything that we're hiding from needs to come out of the dark so we can work on it. The only way to work on shadows, you guys, is to face your shadows. A lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people want to take their shadows or some of their behaviors and act like they don't exist, or, just kind of put a love and light stamp on it and say, I forgive this and I forgive that. But just saying those words doesn't necessarily cut it. Sometimes we really have to go deeply within the situation, feel that pain, face all of that, in order for us to work it out. And it doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, work in progress, okay? So people don't change overnight, but we got to start somewhere. We've got to start somewhere. So this is happening right now. This has been maybe going on for quite some time for a lot of you. Maybe you've already gone through this, or you're currently still going through this, and your person hasn't done the work just yet. But I do see that they are being activated in this reading. I see it because they had the Fool's energy. They're wanting to embrace something. They're wanting to do something different, master themselves in a whole new way. But it takes them to hit the bottom first before they can start fresh. So this is something that's happening. This Ace and this Fool to me tells me that something has been activated here. People are working on their deceptive ways, or things that they are hiding from or have been hiding from for a long time, purging things that no longer serve. So this to me is some very beautiful things that are happening right now in this connection. So let's take a look now and get the energies of maybe some shadows, okay? So we're going to use my Twin Flame Shadows deck. And we're going to combine it with I always forget the name of this deck because it doesn't have the name on it, but it's from Cherub's Thunder, and I'll put it down below. I can't remember it. Okay, so what are the biggest challenges that your person has at this particular time? What are their biggest issues? What are their biggest blocks and challenges that they're currently working out? We have judgmental, okay? So what's kind of interesting is this. Your person, when we first got into this reading here, was in the Two of Swords and the Hanged Man's energy. The Two of Swords is blindfolded, so I don't think that that's an accident. It could be that what they deemed as wrong, or what they looked upon that was just, a certain way in the past, they may have made a misjudgment. There may have been a misjudgment here. And so they could also have a tendency to look at the things that they see in life and make a judgment based upon what they're seeing, rather than really looking at things from a deeper or different perspective. So I feel like your person is being challenged right now with what they see, how they view life, seeing things from a whole new perspective. Really coming up loud and clear for your person. Knight of Swords, so they can see the truth, so they can cut through the BS, so they can take action. It could be also too that aggression, their aggressive ways to cut things off, maybe even to deliver harsh energies to others, have come from a very judgmental place. And so sometimes this kind of lesson will pop up for people like this that have an opportunity to see things from other people's perspective because things happen to them in life. Maybe a little bit of karma. Karma is an opportunity to see things from other people's perspectives. As a matter of fact, I just had a conversation with a really good friend of mine yesterday, and I'm thinking, or was it yesterday or the day before, thinking to myself, you know what? I totally see things from your perspective, and that's karma. That's karma, baby. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to let her know, like, how valuable of a lesson that it was for me to finally see things from her perspective, because I went through a similar feeling and I didn't like it. So it's like I was able to apologize and basically say, I get it now. That's the beautiful thing about karma. it gives you an opportunity to learn something very valuable. And not every single person that gets karma dealt to them actually is able to derive the lesson. So, but I do feel like maybe your person has gone through something, and maybe it was something that was painful. And so now they're able to see things from other people's perspectives. And so they can change their ways, so they can stop doing things that have been creating harm for not only others, but themselves. So they can really see the truth here. Wow. So that is what's happening with your person at this time. What is your biggest challenge or blockage? We have sell out. Interesting. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what's funny is that I'm going back to cards that already came through the reading here. We did get the, hold on for just a moment. I got the Groom of Coins and the Loyalty card. I did get for some of you out there that you're selling out to another relationship that's not serving you. Okay, it's very comfortable. It's very safe. It's very secure. But it might be that you're selling out to this kind of energy because it's scary to put your heart out there on the line. It's scary to let go of that security. So your biggest blockage right now is selling out to perhaps, just situations that are just very like practical and predictable. Now, I'm not indicating to anybody that you leave your situation just because this is your challenge right now, but for whatever reason, maybe somebody out there is going through something like that where you're just like, God, I'm not in love with this person anymore. I just don't feel moved. I just feel like it's time for me to move on. I feel like I'm not progressing as a human being. I feel like I'm even regressing. So if some of you guys, if that's your story, it might be that right now you are being faced with this perhaps thought to really consider, what are you doing? What is it that you're doing, So if that's not your story and you're not with somebody and you're not selling out to a relationship, this could be that you're just selling out to the idea that you will feel solid and that you will feel whole when you have someone by your side that's basically in that situation where they can maybe perhaps provide for you or be there for you or make you feel secure. And I feel like maybe right now it's challenging us to basically be our own providers, to be there for ourselves, to be very independent. So we might be looking to someone else to basically save us and help us. And so it might just be Spirit's way of telling us that instead of selling out to this idea that you have to be with somebody, that you have to be married, or that you have to have a family in order to be successful, or whatever this belief system might be, that it's time for you to be your own Knight of Pentacles. That's the other message I'm getting. So I hope that resonated with someone out there. So let's move forward now and go into some different messages. Let's see what your person wants you to know at this particular time. Okay, what does their higher self, what do they want to say to you? This right here is the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. So we're going to combine this with my Twin Flame Messages Volume 2. What does your person want to say to you at this time from their deep, deep inner self? We have better off. For some of you, this person feels like you're better off without them. Okay? You're better off without them. They might know and understand how complicated they are. Okay, it's no secret that they're very complicated. They might have even told you this. Very complicated. I don't do commitment, or I don't do this, or I don't do that, or whatever. So this person might feel like you are better off. Okay, you're better off without them. My family and my upbringing are a bigger factor than I realized. I did feel, you guys, early that somebody may have some sort of issues connected to family. Remember the Father healing and the Ten of Pentacles? You might be very aware of this, which is why it came up on your side. Their family and their upbringing may have caused a lot of their makeup as a person. And they might be working that through, and you're better off without them as they clear this energy. That could be it. They may feel like they are just not able to be a provider ever, that they're never going to be able to be your king, if that resonates. So it might just be easier for them to just say, hey, you know what? The Fool's energy for them I'll just be alone for the rest of my life. I am picking that up for some. Letting go, releasing, walking away, moving on. Your person is more in an energy of feeling like right now, instead of messaging you, instead of coming towards you, instead of working things out right now, facing you. I feel like this person is kind of buying into their fear. It's just easier to release you and walk away. And they might even see that you've moved on and you've walked away. And so maybe they're just kind of thinking like, you know what, you're better off anyways. I almost feel like this person is defeated. Defeated. I wish I had told you how much you really meant to me. I feel like they're regretting that they let you go. I'm getting that too. They're regretting that they let you go. They didn't tell you how much you really meant to them. And they're really bothered right now that they did that. But again, they know they're very complicated. They know that they're very broken. They know that they need to heal and work on themselves. And maybe they've been doing that already. But at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, if you've moved on and you've let go of them, it's just a regret at this point. Kind of like, you know, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Last message. Drifting. Yeah, you know, you guys may have drifted apart from this person. You may not have talked to them in such a long period of time where it's kind of like, you know, too much time has gone on. Doesn't mean it's impossible, but they could be looking at it like, you know what, you've drifted apart, we've disconnected, you know, we've disconnected. But they do feel a special bond with you that they've never felt with anyone before. So again, I did get that earlier on in the reading. Even though there's all these things, your person is still connected to your energy. They still feel a special tie to you and a special bond to you. And this is the reason, because there's something perhaps that they need to learn that's connected to you. And perhaps one of the reasons that you have not been able to let them go either is because there's something that you're supposed to learn from this. So this is a spiritual connection. There's a journey with this person. And the destination may not be union for some, for others it could, but it just means that right now during this particular time and this connection is a time for self-reflection and inner work. So you know where your person's coming from now because of this energy coming through. But they do feel your energy. They're just not quite ready to face you, even though they do fantasize about it. I am getting that in this reading. They fantasize about what it would be like to be with you and to face you and what they would say to you, but they're not doing it. All right, you guys. So now let's go ahead and get some energies here for your own healing. So this part of the reading is going to be about you, the viewer. This is what Spirit wants you to consider working on. This right here is called the When Spirit Speaks by Medium on a Mission, Heather Filona. Let's go ahead and get into her cards and see what Spirit wants us to know in regards to our own healing, what we can do on our own in order to heal. Perception. That's interesting because we already got perspectives and perception. So it's all in the way that we look at things, you know, not all the time that what we see is what it really is. So this connection, everything that you're experiencing in life, it's all about changing your perception, challenging your perception. This right here is my Spirits of Darkness and Light. So let's go ahead and get a card that is connected to this lesson in perception. Oh, I love this. Spirit of the Angel says guidance, blessings, and answered prayer. So it's all in the way that you look at this connection. Do you look at it as a blessing or a curse? You might think of it as both, but there's something to be derived from all of this. There really is a blessing at hand, you guys. It's just all in the way that you look at it. We have learning, again, exactly. There's something so valuable. There's such a valuable lesson to learn here. Valuable lesson. And oh yeah, look at that. Spirit of the Grim Reaper. This is death. Death endings, winter. Your connection could have ended in the winter. That could be significant. But man, learning through death. It's like the Grim Reaper has, this is what I'm getting here. It's almost as if you feel like the Grim Reaper came and took you away from this person or this person from your life, and you literally grieved for them like you would somebody who actually died. I am getting that. But there was no other way for you to learn this very, very valuable lesson. So your pain, the significance of this pain has taught you so much. That is definitely something I can get with. Definitely something I can feel. Oh God. Exactly. You know, your darkness leads you to your light. This ending leads you to yourself. This soul connection is built upon just the deepest depths of love and darkness all in one. So if this connection has not changed your perception, if this connection has not changed you significantly and transformed you, I don't know what else will. So that's just what I'm getting. Wow. All right, what is the energy connected to the soul connection? Oh my gosh. This right here, this energy, it really does challenge you. We have weak, follower, clueless. I mean, it makes you feel, it could be that it makes you feel so dumb. You feel so dumb. You feel so dumb for falling for this person. You feel so dumb to still be thinking about this person, to still be feeling their energy. You just feel like an idiot at this point. Okay, you feel weak. This person might bring you to your knees. This connection brings you to your fucking knees. But this is the deal. This is all a part of your lesson. You're learning something about yourself. You're learning how to see things so much differently, to see things through the eyes of love. That's why that word is up at the top here. The answer is love. The answer is love. But you have to go through your darkness in order to come to this point with this person, with yourself. Love yourself more. What you see in them is what they see in you. There's some sort of like a mirroring here. The soul connection is what you signed up for. You signed up for this course. You know? It's definitely not for the weak, I'll tell you that right now. This connection is definitely not for the weak. You might feel this way, but that's not truly what you are. You're not weak. You become stronger from this connection. You might start out that way, but that's not where you end up. You end up stronger than you ever were before. So if this connection does not challenge your perception in life and everything that is, I don't know what will. But Spirit is telling you it's a blessing, and it's actually an answer to your prayers. It's just all in the way that you see it. Oh, I have chills. Love it, love it, love it. So let's now go ahead and take a look and get some energies here of the unfolding of events in the possible future. So what are some upcoming energies? I'm going to go into this deck again. What are some upcoming energies in this connection? Upcoming energies can shift and change. Please take that into consideration. Two of Cups. Whoa, okay. Oh my God, the Lovers. Wow. Three of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, which we know you are because you came up that way in the reading. And we have the Four of Pentacles, somebody not able to let go. I just got to read it how I see it, you guys. I feel like for some of you, you guys are going to be coming back together with this person. And because people have not let someone go. Someone has not let you go. They may see your value now. They may see you as a Queen of Pentacles now. Maybe they were not able to before. It may even be for some of you, you guys rekindle a friendship. You guys have a reunion. There may be communication. So I feel like for some of you, this person that we're tapped into for this reading finds the strength, steps into their masculine power, steps into the Emperor's energy, and goes towards this opportunity. Queen of Gaia, Queen of Pentacles. They're very bold. They do what it takes. They learn their lesson. They break through this barrier of ego. They break through this, we have these locks here. There could, of course, for some of you, there could be like other connections and other relationships at hand with the Lovers and the Three of Cups. That can sometimes be lovers triangles, more than two people. There's two people and there's three. Do you see what I'm saying? So like there's a connection between you and this person, but there may also be other people involved. But it could even just be communication to let someone know, I have not forgotten about you. And once that happens, it may be that you have some deciding to do, what you want, where you want to be, the kind of life that you want to live, what you want. So I feel like the feminine in this situation is going to be presented with some energy in the future. So as far as the energy goes, I know we said something about spring, but I have a lot of heavy energy for summer, June especially. Just saying. So it doesn't have to happen, but for some of you, I feel like that is a little bit of a prediction. Not what I expected for the reading that we have delivered here today. So we're going to end this reading with some advice from Spirit, parting words. So we're going to go into the Compass Love Oracle, and we're going to combine it with my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. That's what happens when you have too many decks. You don't remember the names. Okay, what is some advice that Spirit wants to give to us about this connection? Eggs, incubation. So this is something about timing. We did get the energy of spring early on in the reading. So that kind of connects with me, Easter. Those eggs, Easter eggs. And we have forgiveness. Oh my God. It could be that somebody goes through where they ask for forgiveness, they offer an apology, or you really do some sort of work and you really, really forgive this person, and this helps somebody else to grow. Like if you're energetically connected to them, which I feel like you guys are, your forgiveness of them, you seeing them from a different perspective, is actually going to help them to gain that power and that strength, perhaps to face you. Because a lot of us want someone to come back and apologize, but if we're still angry with them energetically, you're just blocking it. So forgiveness, your heart needs to be in the communication of forgiveness. Fully forgive yourself and others. Forgive yourself for past mistakes and guilt. Forgiveness will allow you to move forward and heal. It will create more space for love in your life. See? So your forgiveness of this person could create space for them to move forward, or this is them forgiving themselves, and they're working on this right now, which is why the incubation this is the incubation period where they're learning to love themselves and forgive themselves, so that way they can come towards you and ask for forgiveness if that's the case. We have Shark, survival. Optimism and acceptance. Get into a place of acceptance and gratitude for all that is in your life. See the situation in a brand new light. Again, this message keeps coming up. If we're continuing to look at this person, and it did come up earlier, we see them as the King of Swords. The King of Swords is somebody who's cold, detached, somebody who is not ready to open up their heart space. If you see this person in the eyes of love, King of Cups, they're working on themselves, they're working on mastering themselves, becoming more comfortable with love. This will help these eggs to crack, to be ready. If you're still looking at this person like a lone shark, or not a lone shark, I meant like they're by themselves, they're alone, right? And this is somebody who is just basically out to just survive, like a narcissist. And they, when we look at people in those terms, we're not really leaving any room for new energy. So we need to look at things a little bit more optimistically with this person. It doesn't mean that our heads are in the clouds and that we're, just fooling ourselves. So, but it is telling you, you've got to get into a place of acceptance and being grateful for all that is in your life, seeing the blessing of this person in your life, see the situation in a brand new way. You got to see this connection in a brand new light. Trust your path as it all unfolds and let go into the moment. So the only way forward is to let go of the past. Think big and think positive to manifest the love and relationship you desire. So there has to be some sort of a change in your perception and thinking about this connection. As long as you're in this energy here of trying to survive, trying to protect yourself from this person, which some of you guys may need to be in that energy, but you've got to shift your perception here, because energy is everything. If your energy is like, nope, this person's this person's that, I'll never forgive them, it's not going to work out. It's not going to change anything. So, last message. We have yellow, confident, success, happiness, optimism. Hello. So there's 2 cards that say optimism. It is a definite message from Spirit that they want to bring forth. Release attachments. Exactly. We've got to release something when it comes to this individual. We have to release old ways of thinking, but we also have to release expectations. That's a part of it too. And that can be very difficult for people to wrap their head around. Wait a second. So what you're saying is that, if I were to just basically let go and forgive this person, that maybe they'll come back. Well, the thing is, when you're in that mindset of doing it to get that, that's attachment. This is about just being in the energy and the vibration of forgiveness and love, and just expecting nothing in return. Just being in that yellow sunflower energy. Your energy, it like radiates outside of you. It draws to you. You're like a magnet. The universe, it's like responding to your new shifted energy and perception. So when you're releasing the attachments to, well, I'm a good girl, I'm a good boy, I'm doing everything right, but yet nothing is happening to me. That means that you have not released your attachments to the things that, because a lot of us want to do good and we don't realize it, but we're doing it to get something. And then when someone doesn't recognize it, or when somebody basically isn't appreciating us for all the good that we're doing, we feel slighted, we feel irritated. That is because there was some sort of an attachment. It was a conditional form of giving. But there's some sort of a lesson here in this connection that has to do with unconditional. The only way that we can get to a place of unconditional love is to release our attachment to a specific outcome with this person. How about this whole thing leads to just your ultimate happiness, your ultimate just love of yourself? I literally hear in the comments sometimes, I don't get it. Why would I do this if I'm not going to be with this person? That right there is a huge red flag that you're doing it to get something. And that's not what this is about. So we have release attachments. I'm going to read it. Let go of unhealthy attachments and connections that no longer serve you. Release the past so new doors can open. This is a period to get in touch with your inner strength and reclaim your personal power. Move forward to be free. Endings always bring new beginnings, you guys. In the very beginning of this reading, it was all about the Chariot, moving forward, letting go of your need for this individual. You still love them. You're still connected to them, but you don't have to be attached to them in that lower vibrational way. You don't have to be attached to who they were in the past. Maybe who they were in the past is not who they are today, and you need to let that go. Maybe the reason that they're still in this energy is because you're still remembering them in this energy. You're not able to get past this, so how can they? So this is a real message for Spirit telling you, you've got to learn to let the old persona of who this person was or what they did to you, you've got to learn to let it go. And you have to release your need to have this person in your life. Move forward anyways. If it's meant to be or if it's not meant to be, no matter what, move forward anyways. Be in your own energy of happiness and success and just be optimistic. Feel confident, grow, experience life, even if it means without this person right now or at all. Do it anyways, because that is living. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.